I'm at the Titleist Fitting Centre to get fitted for a brand new driver. We'll watch the whole process to find the best driver for me.
What are we looking at here, mate?
Look, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set something up that is not overly different to what you've got to start with. And then we'll go through the kind of process from there to figure it out. You're catching the ball quite high in the face at the moment.
Yep.
So we kind of figure out whether that's anything to do with the length of the club. So again, this is a kind of standard in-store length driver that you've got here. So we'll start there and we'll see how we go. Yep.
Here we can see the data from the club I came in with. I was landing the ball just over 200 metres. It's a good start, but there is room for improvement.
Obviously, we've got your driver here, more shots taken into consideration there.
But are the orange ones this club?
Yeah, that's that club there, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So, from a dispersion point of view, sort of left and right, it's a lot better. What I'm keen to kind of look at next is whether making the club a little shorter is going to help, and I'll show you why. Because the ball is coming out high in the face, which was very consistent with yours too. The thing I like about our driver, given the fact that the impact point is pretty similar with both clubs, is that the ball speed has gone up nearly 4 miles an hour
with this,
based on a strike location that's very similar. And what that means is the carry distance on average has gone up from 209 to 216.
And I haven't changed my swing.
Your swing's the same. Like as you said earlier, we're not. It's a golf coach's job. You know, I'm a golf coach, but it's not my job to change your golf swing.
Yeah.
You know, if there are things that are, you know,
obviously,
easy to change or obvious, or you know, if someone's doing the same thing every time and what they're doing is, you know, okay, then we really just leave it alone.
But it's funny with my feel off the face there, even if it's coming off around the same point on the club head, those three felt like they accelerated through.
Yeah.
They just felt better.
Yeah, and look, what we want to try and sort of get this efficiency up. So, you know, your club speed is just over 100 miles an hour, kind of on average, 102. So we want the ball speed north of 150 miles an hour for it to be efficient in terms of, you know, the velocity of the golf ball leaving the face. Yeah. Because that's going to give you your maximum distance. Yes. And we want that to be as close as 150, even when you don't hit the middle of the face as well. So
what have these been?
Well, that last shot was 149.
Okay.
And so your efficiency there says 1.46. So that the easiest maths is if your club speed's 100 and your ball speed's 150, your efficiency or smash factor is 1.5.
And is
that's the best you can get with a driver.
Okay.
Yeah. So even with that miss hit there, you know, we're at 146, which is pretty good.
Yes.
Like I said, I think let's see whether.
But this is what you can do is, you know, can we get my strike a little bit further down?
Yes. Now, we're going to try that with length first.
Yes.
And it could be that just reducing your tee height a little bit actually helps to centre the strike a little more as well.
And that's, I've never worked on that. You know, you just get the plastic tee and it's yellow, blue or whatever. And I play around, like yesterday, that last hole when I hit a stinger, well, I kept that low.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be doing that every drive.
What I like is we've got something already which you're able to control the face with, and you're hitting quite straight, which is good.
Yeah, I'm in play, but we want to maximise it.
Correct. That's come right off the top of the face. So let's try that. So slightly shorter tee. The club head angle of approach or angle of attack impact is somewhere between 1.5 and 3 degrees downwards. So having that club head moving that way with a high tee is, I think, one of the causes of why you're catching it high in the face. And
that doesn't feel, that tee height doesn't.
No, because I mean, if you're teeing it up there, you can just sort of see here that you've still got, the majority of the ball is still above the top of the club.
Yeah. See, for me, I'd just go.
So,
and mate, I think about those yellow plastic ones. They're so much higher than that.
Yeah. There'll be one of those plastic tees that will go into the ground.
I think it's a white one.
The same height as that.
Because I like that, because at least it's the same height every time.
Yep.
But I think it is the white one.
Again, not as efficient as I'd like it yet. Contact's getting nearer the middle because we've lowered the height. Yeah. Your golf swing isn't changing. I don't want it to change.
Yeah.
When you're looking at the higher tee, your attack angle's been 1-4 down. So it's, you could argue that teeing it low is making you hit down on it more.
Yeah. But
we've got to find a way of you hitting the mid of the face more consistently. And I think lowering the tee height is going to help with that.
Big one. Yeah. I think I just used to get blue or yellow tees and just use them, because at least it's, as I was saying, you get a consistent height on the plastic tees. But my gut feel is they've been too high. I've played around with the white tee, which is more near that. But yeah, they need a consistent height. So the white one might be the go for me.
This function on TrackMan kind of gives us some visibility on what your input was and what was the output like. So, look, it looks like you haven't done anything very well there, but the reality is that you've only sacrificed 4 meters of carry distance.
Yeah.
Now, I think the height is due to contact on the face.
Yeah.
Launch and spin relative to how you hit the ball. Well, the ideal spin rate for you is still going to be in the high 2000s, early 3000s because of the way that you swing. Yeah.
So what do you reckon, though?
So we've actually ended up circling back to a club that we started with, really.
Yeah. But you want to go through that process.
Absolutely, because we want to find a breaking point, really, for someone. If they need loft, well, how much
do you give them?
Loft do we need?
Yeah.
Before it breaks and we get too much spin, or for yourself, it was about actually reducing it a little bit. Because again, as we can see, like your optimal spin range is actually, in the high 2000s, early 3000s.
Yeah.
But that's because of your delivery. The other guys that were here earlier, they needed a different range because their delivery was different.
Yeah. No, it's all interesting, that.
Yeah.
But then I just love the figures and the data. You can actually compute it as opposed to half guesswork.
The thing that TrackMan and a launch monitor does for us is it quantifies everything very accurately. So we often get players come in, they say, I'm hitting the ball too high. And I always, in my mind, think that's very unlikely. But let's go through the process to show you that actually you probably need to hit it higher.
Yeah.
Or that maybe someone's getting height confused with spin and lift. So it's just about educating golfers to,
Yeah.
what are they really looking at? Because really, at the highest level, no one's asking an elite player to hit the ball lower.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then they're going to reduce distance,
Yeah.
particularly off the tee. We've got this sort of saying that it's actually quite easy to hit the ball low. It's not very easy to hit the ball high.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can show them. No, that was brilliant.
But it's kind of one of those things. Like if I put you under a tree, you'd figure out with your equipment and some change in your swing and stance how to get it under there. But if I put you back and you had to hit it 30 meters over the top of one,
that
would be really hard.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we want height first. And for you, it's around 25 to 28 meters of height that you want to be hitting the ball at to optimize how far the ball's going with the driver.
Yeah. No, I've always hit it reasonably high, but at Riversdale you learn to hit those low shots too. Around trees and in between trees.
Yeah.
No, that's brilliant. Beauty.
Okay, great.
So here is the final data. My best drive carried over 220 metres. There's improvement to my height and change in launch angle. Thank you, Titleist, for inviting me to have my driver fitted. It's the best place to get yours.